Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here today with my New Year's Eve look. It isn't like a New Year's Eve inspired-ish look. It's just today's New Year's Eve and I'm about to go to work, so I decided I would just film what I was going to wear to work. I'm super tired because yesterday was a very long day at work and today is going to be slammed with appointments back to back. So I'm super tired and I just wanted to throw something together really quick that would look New Year's Eve appropriate. So I decided to go with a black smoky eye. I'm going to zoom in really quick. Just a really dark smoky eye, something really vampy and dark, and then I wanted to do just a nude lip. Just because that's the easiest thing to pair it with that I like. Like that's what I like to pair a smoky eye with. You can pair it with whatever you want though, red, green, purple, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then I just have on this little black dress. This is what I would be wearing if I was celebrating New Year's Eve, but I'll be at work for the most part. I hope you guys enjoy this look. I hope everyone has a great New Year's and a great New Year's Eve. This is just to get ready with me. It's a voiceover, so it's gonna be pretty sped up. And I also include me doing my hair in it. It isn't like a talk through or anything, so you might not learn much. You'll just see me doing my hair. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please stay tuned if you want to see how to get this look. Bye. Alright guys, so I'm starting off with my eyebrows like I always do. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and I'm using the shade Espresso just to quickly fill in my brows. I'm not going to do this slowly just because I've done this so many videos already. So I kind of just want to hurry it up. And then I'm cleaning it up with the Anastasia concealer and it's in the color 2.0. And I do this every single time I do my brows just so it cleans them up, makes it super crisp underneath. And then I can also skip a under brow highlight. Now I'm blending that out with my finger and I kind of just like smear it all over my lid. I don't do anything too wild with it, but I do like to put it on my lid just to cancel out any color. Now I'm going in with the Carly Bible palette and I'm going in with her vanilla shade. It's like the first upper left hand corner shade. I'm just going to use that to set where my brow is just so everything doesn't get like smeary. And I also use that all over my lid as well. Now I'm going to go into the Lorac Pro palette and the first shade I'm going to go into is Taupe. It's the most perfect neutral transition color for a smoky eye. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's just a perfect in-between color for when you're ready to start blending in your crease. I'm using my Pro Crease 10 brush from Sephora. You guys already know this is my favorite blending brush in the entire world. Blends everything super fast, super clean, and makes everything look really diffused. Let me see. Now I'm going in with the same palette, the Lorac Pro palette, and I'm going to pick up the color Sable. And that's like a warm chocolatey brown color, and I'm going to use that to start darkening up my crease. I'm using a Sigma E40 brush just to blend that in. It's a little bit smaller than the Sephora Pro Crease brush, so I like using that, but it's still nice and like fluffy, so it'll buff everything out as it's doing it. And I'm going in with the Pro Crease brush again, and I'm just blending everything out with no extra product. I'm just using that brush to diffuse it. Now I'm going in with the color Espresso, and it's a really dark brown, and I'm going to put that in my lower crease. And I'm using what brush am I using? A Crease Shadow number 73 Sephora Collection brush. And I'm using that on my outer corner just to start smoking it out. I like to start going like from lightest to darkest, especially with a smoky eye. And then I'm picking up that E40 again, and I'm just going to blend everything out into my crease. I also picked up a little bit of Taupe just to help blend out like the harsh edges. Now I'm going to go in with Sable, and I'm using my Morphe M518 brush. This is, like you guys know, my favorite brush to work in really small areas, and I'm using the color Black, and I'm just starting to smoke out my lid. I like to put it in my crease before I put it all over my lid just to kind of, I guess, work it in. And then I'm using the Pro Crease brush from Sephora and no extra product just to blend it all out. I love this brush so much because it's so detailed and so small, and it's nice and rough, so it pulls all the product everywhere. Now I'm going in with my Marc Jacobs gel liner. It's the best pencil liner in my opinion because it glides right on, and I'm just tight lining just so you don't see any blank spots when I put my lashes on in between the black. And I'm also using this pencil to go on my lid kind of like as a base for the black. It's very creamy and very pigmented, so I like using it and smudging it out, and that'll be a base for the black eyeshadow just so it's as dark as possible by my lash line. And I'm using this little brush. I don't even know where I got this brush, to be completely honest. It's like a random, I'm looking at my brushes now and I got this brush a long time ago and I'm just using it to blend all this out because it's really small. And I accidentally stabbed my eye with the brush and the black. But I'm just using it to blend up, and then I'm going to pack a black eyeshadow on top of it. Now I'm using the black and I'm going in with a small little e.l.f. brush. This one is, what brush is this? I think it's just like a shadow brush. Yeah, it's just a shadow, an e.l.f. Professional Sheer Shadow Brush. Put it all over my lid, and then I'm going to use that same little Morphe M518 to blend everything out and to not have harsh lines. And I'm not picking up any extra product, I'm just blending. Now I'm going to go in with the Naked Basics, the Ultimate Naked Basics palette from Urban Decay, and I just picked up the color Faith, and it's just a really, really soft brown. And I'm just packing on some more black, putting on some mascara. This is the Excessive Lash from Makeup Forever. I love using this mascara because it does not flake on my eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with my, which primer is this? It's the Becca Backlighting Filter Primer. And I'm using the Marc Jacobs foundation, the Remarkable foundation. I had a sample of it, so I wanted to try it. And I'm in the shade number 46. I put way too much. Like, I know this foundation only needs like 4 dots on your face and you get full coverage. And I put like 30 dots on my face. I don't know why. I wasn't crazy about the way that it kind of wore on my face, but it could be because I wore way too much of it. It was breaking up around like my mouth area by the end of the day, and like right around my nose. I was ready to just take it off. Like by like midnight, I was done. I was over it. But it is my color. It blends right into the color of my neck. It looks a little bit light for my skin tone, but it blends with my neck perfectly, as you can see. And I'm just using a damp beauty blender just to try to like sheer it out a little bit, because as you can see, this shit is full coverage. Like, it's so full. And I was hoping that the beauty blender would kind of sheer it out a little once I already had too much on my face. And I mean, not really. Not really at all. Normally when I use this on people, I blend it with oil. Now I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm in the color Light Medium. I'm using this to conceal underneath my eyes and brighten right in the center of my face, and I'm going to pounce that in with a beauty blender as well. This has become my favorite concealer ever. I did not think I was going to say that, but this concealer is so good. So good, doesn't crease. Well, creases less, blends super fast, full coverage. It looks so good throughout the day. Like, it stays the exact same way throughout the entire day. I love it so much. If I use a brush, it becomes obviously way more full coverage, but with a beauty blender, it's like a perfect coverage. And then I'm going to set that, of course, with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, just packing it under my eyes with the beauty blender, my favorite way also to put that on. Putting it on my under eyes, chin, forehead, nose, that entire thing, and I like to just pounce it in. Now I'm putting on the Sephora Collection Flirt Lashes. These are one of my favorite lashes of all time. These are probably my favorite lashes of the year. Just because they're very lightweight, they're very curled, they're pretty, I just love them. They're so good, and they're very, very light. That's what I like about them. I don't like heavy lashes. They look good with every single look, with no eyelash, or with no mascara, with no eye look. They just look good with foundation and some bronzer. Like, they're always good. They're very wispy. Now I'm going to set my face with my Sephora Collection powder in the color Golden Fawn, and I'm just using that to set my entire face. I'm not doing too much because I already had full ass coverage. I did not need any more. Now I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer in the color Medium, I believe. Yeah, Medium Deep. It's one of my favorite bronzers. It blends super pretty. It's the perfect undertone. It gives me a contour without being gray. I just love it, and it makes me look nice and tan. And I'm using a little e.l.f. brush to blend this in. I'm also going underneath my chin just to give everything some dimension so it doesn't look like blanked out. And I'm blending it down my neck. Now I'm using Exposed Blush from Tarte, the Amazonian Clay for 12-hour wear, I believe. And I'm using the E4 from Morphe. This is one of my favorite blushes ever because it's so neutral, it's so pretty, it's not too pink, it's perfect. Now I'm going in with that Glow Kit from Anastasia, and I'm mixing the 3 lightest colors, and I'm just going to put that on the high points of my face. And I'm using the M510. I believe this brush is from Morphe. It's just a little fan brush. I forget how good this highlight is until I use it again. So good. Beaming. And I love a nose highlight. That's like my favorite. Now I'm going in and I'm contouring my nose with the same brush that I've been using. It's the Morphe E47. And then I'm going to blend it out with the Morphe E22. Just to blend everything together. I really wanted to make sure that I had dimension to my face because this foundation was so full coverage. I feel like you couldn't really see anything but foundation. I feel like this really helps bring dimension back to my face. Now I'm using the Alchemist palette and I'm using the Opal shade and I'm just using it in the highlight of my eye, the inner corner, in my tear duct. And then I'm using what brush is that? That's a Kat Von D brush just to smudge everything out. Now I'm using my favorite little brush from Morphe. It's called the Morphe E36 and I'm using that just to balance out my lower lash line. Since I have a smoky eye, I need it to be smoky all the way around. I'm putting the excessive lash on my lower lashes. And now for my lips, I'm going in with, what is this? This is Whirl from MAC all over my lips. And then I'm going to top it off with Blankety from MAC. It's just a really, really light, nudie colored lipstick. It's a cream, so it looks nice. And then I'm going in with the Milani lip gloss over top just for some shine and some glossy finish. Now for my hair. I'm doing some waves in my hair. I split my hair in half and then I go split that piece in half and then I go and I wrap my hair around the curling iron. I don't do actual curls. So I'm wrapping my hair around the curling iron and that gives like a loose wave effect, I guess you can say. I don't put my hair around it for too long because I don't like really tight curls, like prom looking curls. I don't put hairspray. I don't like any of that because I don't like my hair to be stiff or crunchy or anything like that. I like it to look very, very loose, very wavy, very bouncy. And then I'm going to run my fingers through it because I like to loosen them up right away. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, but for the other side, if you want curls that go away from your face, you need to make sure that you're putting your arm over your head to be able to make sure that the hair is twisting in the right direction. And I'm just going to take my little bun down and I'm going to split that in the half. I'm going to twist that and put that away. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to split it and then I'm going to curl. Now I'm working my way up around my head. I do the same thing all the way around the head. And I just curl away from the face. And unless you want like a super glam, old school Hollywood finger waves look, this is what you're going to do to get like a normal looking wave. And you can see I run my fingers through it as soon as I finish curling it, just so it doesn't look super spirally and tight and like Susie Q-ish. And my hair was super greasy, so this was the perfect thing to do to it. Run my fingers through everything, separate it all. This is a close-up on the eye look. The glue is dried. It's just, I don't know, the reflection of the light. But that's what the eye look looked like, a very blown out smoky eye. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope everyone has an amazing new year with tons of happiness, health, and wealth. Bye!